Hey guys, this is Drew from ZP Reviews, doing my second video of the day, and also in the Amazon playlist. And this is kind of a follow-up to the video about thinking like a brand. Now, I just did one about influencers, and so when you get your links out there, it's obviously your goal is to create brand presence, right? So if you're doing all of these things, say that you've gotten Clickfunnels or Builderall or some sort of landing page builder so that you can promote your offers. Well, how do you go further into it? And one of the sources that I picked up and used, and I think you guys might find use in it, is the funnel hacks that's available from them. And why I think this is pretty nice is that, one, funnel hacks is more extended, in-depth training from these high-level marketers. And reading .com secrets definitely started opening my eyes, and then that caused me to read more books and more books and more books. I had already had Think and Grow Rich, as well as a couple other books, but one of the interesting things that really just started changing the way I looked at it, opened up new opportunities, is that when I started really listening to this funnel hacker community, I started noticing, that, there's a lot of people that, well, don't know anything about sales. They don't know anything about marketing. I'm an engineer, right? I've said it to death. And even though I can take things apart that I see, well, how do you, if you already notice on the online world, everything's a secret. Everything's a secret, and you got to either pay for a course or pay for this or that. But if you're in the boat or on the edge of getting one of these landing page softwares, I actually recommend that you consider this this free webinar. And why is because before you spend money, you can get a more condensed understanding as to why you do this or that. And funnel hacks, for me, it really it didn't just open my eyes to online business, but it opened my eyes to how people are competing there, because it needs to be stressed. Like, if you're starting Amazon today, you're not the first, and you won't be the last, and you'll find out in a hurry that you need to be at the forefront of all of the cool things happening, and also all of the tips and tricks. So that's probably why you're here, right? You're trying to find more tools, more learning, just to get something. And I found that this this webinar, it did more for me in a couple week period than anything else I had done prior. And why is because, so I had this landing page, and I'm just like, oh well, I just put myself out there and ask for their email. Well, not just that. There's so much more to it, because one of the biggest things that I get out of the consumer mindset is, the consumer, we're conditioned to just think of the things that we perceive as, well, how does that benefit us, or how does it affect us, and we only see the front end. But for online marketing, there's a huge extended back end that's like, whoa, and there's all these things that you do. I mean, I was talking to you guys before about content marketing and backlinking and this and that, but Funnel Hacks webinar not only taught me about where you can get influencers and where you can sneak more conversions and all of a sudden get more money on your dollar, but it saved us hassles, because when we first got in there, we were just gonna run with free this, free that. And I remember I showed you guys the funnel that we did. The original funnel that we had was all over the place, and it didn't convert at all. And I remember it was just like, stop running the ads. It's not converting. But lo and behold, after I did Funnel Hacks webinar, we changed the way we attacked it. We changed our setup. We also changed so many things. Like, we figured out ways to get our ads ranked. And you remember how I said the content marketing, so you could get like keywords in the pictures, you can backlink them on your ads. You can have more than one way that your storefront, your ads, and your influencers can all kind of work together. And that was honestly, that was kind of the big thing that closed the loop for us, is how do you create this whole offer, right? Because the goal is that you pay for traffic, right? You pay for traffic, and then you also pay money to set up your organic traffic sources. But what about the big offer? How do you make this as efficient as possible so that every customer that passes through your process, your box, your offer list, how do you get more out of it? And that's where we saw we were drinking the Russell Brunson Kool-Aid, but what is it? We found it to be sweet. It's like I said. I mean, you go after, you could follow a lot of these big influencers like Ty Lopez and Tony Robbins and this and that, but what I found so special about Brunson is that he truly understood the online game. And we had enough motivation. Like we had plenty of motivation to go out there and do it and do this, do that. But the issue is learning. And I actually think that this webinar, particularly this one, and not really so much all the others, this one really changed the game, because before we paid for anything, we already were able to implement changes, because we were just like, I see what you're saying, Russell, and if you're looking at it from the perspective that I've been saying, is that, it's not what they're saying, it's what they're doing. You're just like, you'll see the secrets. That's the crucial thing. It's not what's being said, it's what's being done, right? So like even for me, right? So I migrated, I got ManyChat now, and I do all of my offers through there. And why is because people are much more likely to open a link on Facebook chat than go dig through their spam mail or junk mail or this or that. But I wouldn't have known about some of these sources had I not gone out there and learned it. But furthermore, just to have the tool isn't enough. What's the issue? There's all these tools, but how to use them? So for to kind of stick with our ongoing message is that you stay high level. Why do how does it affect your P&L? And to me, having anything that improves the conversion rate of people coming into your offer, that's where your dollars come from. So say if you're doing it the way that we recommend, where you create your offer page and you come up with your storefront and your different ways to get them back in, if you're actually getting a high rate, and some people, like actually one of my mentor, I'm still working to get to his level, he's got his funnel is converting, like if he gets people in it, it's like 60%. And then if he and if you're doing bundles with your products, like he's got like 6-7 products, and I think he's at 75,000. We're only at 30. But 30 is enough, right? I'm living comfortably, and I'm a lot happier. I have to admit, like you. The only thing is I got more time on my hands, so I got more time for YouTube, I guess. But that said, you don't want to just completely wing it. So Funnel Hacks webinar is it's a source that I think you watch it, whether or not you decide to go in get Clickfunnels. You don't have to get Clickfunnels. It could be any other thing. But that nice, it's a nice synopsis of, and I think it's like a 2-hour webinar. But they teach you a lot of the tools you need, and then you don't even, really what you pay for is for people to do work. And as far as I know, I think they do a thing where for like the first 6 months, if you actually do sign with them, they'll just work with you one-on-one. And us, we opted to just stick with the regular package, and we just kept trying to get as much free stuff as we could. But yeah, honestly, the people that have gotten it, they seem to be doing better. Where it's mainly because once you do pay, right? Well, then those people are now they're invested in you, and it's important to them that they keep you churning and that you get value. And that's the critical thing with a lot of the offers out there, is that you're going to get more value the more you spend, but then you have to, as a business owner, you have to check your bottom line. So if your bottom line says, hey, we've got enough money to get more training, or it's worth it to you, say you don't have a background selling anything, you never did eBay or any kind of arbitrage, or even a yard sale. Like, honestly, people that have sold things at yard sales are probably more likely to be successful on Amazon than what does it mean to engineer. Why? Is because if you understand customers and you understand how you can get them from just looking around cold to warm and then ultimately to hot, they'll walk out of there with a product. And I'll be honest, some of these common sense, simpler things are lost. And if you're reading, if you went and got that book, and you also you're not just reading that book, but you're reading more and more, and you're studying customers and how do people think. Take yourself out of the mindset of the consumer and put yourself in the mindset of the salesman. You will start organizing your efforts more efficiently. So this is one of the things that I'm putting out just for people. I don't recommend a whole lot of courses. I do recommend Loberstein's course. He has a very good course, but Funnel Hacks webinar can, if you're struggling with getting an offer together for your business, say that you're not just selling one product, because there's a lot of people that will get a business loan and they'll order 3, 4, 5 products. Like, you don't have to do it with just one. Honestly, I don't recommend it. I think if I were to do it again, I would have saved even more money, launched with like 10,000 or 20,000. But I like you guys, I was looking at Amazon like, maybe it's all these online businesses sound good until you actually have to do the work. But I can actually say that physical products, they have staying power. So if you actually spend a little time to learn on how you can effectively put those offers together, it will save you time, effort, and energy in the long run. And as I always say, you'll make more money working on your business, creating ways to make money, than you will in your business. And the people that can outspend their competition always have a leg up. Like, you could be the hardest worker, but if you're not focused on your money generating activities, you're gonna find yourself in a hole, and you're gonna be struggling just to move units. And you don't want to be the person that just says, I do it all by myself. Don't recommend it, because maybe you're lucky, maybe you do well, but most people, whether it's in business or even in a job, which I don't recommend those either, you don't get anywhere without help. So I think this will be definitely beneficial to my audience here. So I'll leave a link below. And if you haven't liked and subscribed already, definitely do. It definitely it helps our channel grow and can keep producing more content. And I'm working on getting higher quality things that my partner is doing things. I'm actually starting soon. I'm going to be linking some of my gaming efforts. I'm a huge Madden player. I'm the defending champ. You can follow me on Maxim Gains on Twitch. So if you want to see someone get burnt, I'm a prolific deep ball passer. So I don't know, that might have been extra. But anyways, guys, this is Drew from ZP Reviews. Thank you for your time. All right, see ya.